One of my biggest pet peeves are when you try to explain something to someone and either one, they keep saying, "What? What did you say?" Or two, when they just don't understand or they don't care to understand. Especially when they ask you a question or say something of the topic and someone tries to explain something back and they still don't want to understand. And then it's really dumb when they're like, okay, I don't care, because obviously you care if you mention the topic. But anyways, I mean, that part doesn't really have anything that I that has to do with what I want to talk about. But what I want to tell you guys, if you could tweet this video out, I really want to get this video out to Solo in particular, because it was problems with Nameless and Ricky as well. I don't know about Ricky, but I know Nameless was told about the situation and he's understanding about it. It's just mainly Solo that he keeps bringing up the thing, and I have nothing against Solo. I mean, I met him. He's super chill. You know, he's a really cool guy. He knows what he's talking about. Call of Duty, he knows what he's talking about. Smart player, good player. I have no problems with him. Really, I don't. But there's just a thing when, like, I try to explain to him and he really, you know, I don't know if he just doesn't care to understand or he doesn't understand. And, you know, that's one of my pet peeves, right next to when you're walking down the hallway in school, you know, and that person just stops right in front of you. Like, thanks, you motherfucker. Like, I forgot that everyone else in the school doesn't exist. No one else is walking through these hallways. I forgot. My bad. I'll walk around you. So, I'm sorry for bumping into you. That was my fault. But, anyways, like, I'm gonna explain to you the story, and hopefully Solo watches this and he understands, you know, and if it's getting annoying, like people are mentioning, or I mean if it's getting tweeted a lot, I mean it might not, but if it does, then just tell me to take out your name or whatever and you won't get mentioned, as long as you tell me you understand and that you won't hate on Pazzo anymore. I don't care if you don't support them, as long as you don't hate them so other people think that they're bad, because I have proof and people that know that at least when I'm there, because now since I work there, I mean, there shouldn't be any problems that ever happen to Rich. That shouldn't, I mean, I know Rich very well. He would never do anything. I know Dom, he would never do anything. So it has nothing to do with them being in charge, because they've been in charge way before I was and everything was good with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys that don't know the story what happened. So and in case you don't know, October 5th and 6th there's gonna be a 2v2 GB variant and then a 4v4 on the same 2 days, or the 2v2 should be done in the first day, and 4v4 on both days of UMG rule set. So hop on board a game Pazzo. It's in Downers Grove, Illinois. You can look them up on Google, whatever, and get the directions. So anyways, into the story. Don't know exactly how long ago. Think it was about August-ish, June, August-ish, somewhere around there. There was a $15,000 PS3 tournament from an organization called Urgent Fury. Now, Solo had a team. It was Saints, Ricky, Nameless, and Solo, and they came for it. They won it, and the problem was the top 8 teams didn't get paid, or from my understanding, 3rd place to 8th place got paid. 1st to 2nd didn't. But either way, 3rd to 8th place didn't get paid for a long time, which, you know, is kind of dumb that they're writing Urgent Fury, because there's a lot of pro teams that I'm pretty sure it was the last 3 or 4 EGLs where pro teams weren't paid, but yeah, you know, no threats of suing I don't think ever happened, or even if they did, they didn't happen. I'm not 100% sure on that. Of course, that would be EGLs. It's not even my problem, so it's whatever. But anyways, there's the $15,000 tournament, and the top 8 teams weren't paid, or weren't paid for a long time. And so what a lot of the players, almost all of them, especially what sucked was it was like the pros, the, you know, Nameless, whatever, Saints, Solo, and second place team. Actually the second place teams, the people ended up coming back for 4v4s, and they were paid getting second place. They got second place and they were paid on the spot after they got second place, and they could tell you, you know, that was Nizzo, Bush, uh, Nizzo, Bush, whatever, and then there's, you know, Respects, and who else? I'll tell all the people, if you want to skip to the end to ask the people, you know, I'll give you a list of the people that got paid right after the last few tournaments that they've gone to. They got paid right away, cash money. Um, and so you could go ask them, and they've been to all the Game Pazzos or most of them, and so they'll know if Game Pazzo pays it out. And that's what the problem was. You see, I'm saying Game Pazzo pays out. Urgent Fury, what they told me, because I was a caster for them, so they were in touch. They told me that one of their sponsors backed out on the money. And then they got a second one about a couple weeks later, a second sponsorship that said they would pay him. And then about 3 weeks, a month ago, I was on Skype with the owner of Urgent Fury, and he told me that the second sponsorship backed out as well. So tell me in this story where Game Pazzo comes in. Urgent Fury paid Game Pazzo. Urgent Fury paid Game Pazzo not to host the money, host the tournament. They paid Game Pazzo to use up the space. Just think about it as okay. I was trying to think of something to compare it. So it's this is exactly what it is. Kids want to have a birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, so the parents of the birthday kid pays for the space of Chuck E. Cheese, right? That's what happens. That's actually, I mean, that's all they are. I mean, they pay them for, you know, the food and everything. That's what Game Puzzle is. You pay them for their, you pay them for the space to use, and you pay them for the food and everything. The money, the payout, the giving the first, second, first through 8 people the money has nothing to do with Game Pazzo. They were the venue. That's it. They were strictly the venue. They had nothing. They don't sponsor Urgent Fury. They never did. They hosted an event there. They didn't host the event. They were the venue for the event that was hosted by Urgent Fury because they were simply paid, just like any business would. If a business gets paid, they're getting paid for something. It's they're getting paid to do it. They're not gonna say no. They had no idea of Urgent Fury not paying out either. I think this was the first event. How would they know? They wouldn't know. And that's the thing that Solo doesn't understand, or he doesn't care, or maybe hopefully he understands now. Game Pazzo did not hold the money. Now, I'll give you a list of the people. Now, the last 3 weeks we've had 2v2s, we had 4v4. First and second place always got paid soon as they were done. Soon as they were done, and I'm not saying like this only started happening ever since I started working there. No. I mean, you could ask Rich and them. I could vouch for them that they paid. I haven't witnessed it, so I can't say on my own if you've been to an event a year and a half ago that they paid out, because I wouldn't know. But I really highly doubt that they didn't pay out in that situation. But anyway, so a list you can go. You could ask Respects, Attract. He's a GB, S&D. You can find him easily. You could ask Nizzo, Bush, who's on their team. I don't. MCAT or something. Matt something. You could ask Slap Package. He's been paid. You can ask Ayers. You can ask Jump. You can ask Rage. You can ask Balloons. You can ask Hatrix. These are all people you can ask. They have gotten paid straight up and will vouch. Alright, so if you want if you want proof, then go ahead and ask one of those people. So I hope you understand, Solo, if you watch this, and I hope you people understand and don't hate on Game Pazzo anymore, because it was not them. And so yeah, I hope you enjoy the commentary, and peace.